How is everyone doing today? Good? This is the day which the Lord have made. Are you rejoicing? Are you rejoicing? You wake up this morning. You wake up. Blood is running through your vein. You're breathing through your nostrils. That's just enough to rejoice for. Anyway, whenever I come on this platform, let me tell you, whenever I come here, it's just to glorify God. It's just to glorify God and to talk about things that He can do for us that we cannot do for ourselves. So today, I want to talk about a word. We started out with a word and we're going to continue with the word because the word become flesh and dwell among us. And we behold His glory, and that's Christ Jesus. And words can do so much for you. You'll never believe it. I want to talk about this word that I got about 10 years ago. 10 years ago, January 2011, I got this word. I told you I'm a word girl, but it's not every word I know. So let me just relate the story to you. This word, it's providence. And I'm going to read the meaning of this word, providence. This word, it says special providence, which refer to God's extraordinary intervention into the lives of people. Miracle generally falls in the latter category. Woo! Providence is God looking after His people in the future, taking care of you in an extraordinary way. Intervention. I love that part. So one morning, January 2011, I was transitioning from one insurance company to another. And I was sitting waiting for the interview. When you go for an interview and they say come at 9, you should always be prepared to go at like 8:45. You should be sitting there. Because I learned that. I have been to a lot of seminars and motivational speeches, and I learned those things. I learned this particular one at a seminar I went to called Landmark, where they were teaching us how to behave in a particular way when you work in the business industry. It's telling you to be on time, always be on time. Whenever you go anywhere, be ready like 15 minutes before the time so you can get all your stuff ready, your papers ready, you're not flustered, you taking your deep breaths and all of those things. I learned make sure you have a watch so you know the time and stuff like that. So I got there 8:45. I'm sitting there, taking my breath, I'm breathing, I'm ready for this interview. And I sat there. And the gentleman, I know him, he's going to interview me. He was just walking up and down on the floor doing other things. And when it get to 9 o'clock, someone walked past me and just walked with him into his office. And then he looked back and he pointed at me and he said, I'll be there, Shaun. I'll get to you. I just have to deal with something right now. And so I'm sitting there and I hear this. God is in providence. That's what I heard. God is in providence. I'm saying, providence? I am a word girl. I always think about providing. I might just think about providing, but providence? I never thought of that word. So I wrote it down. And when I get home, this is what it says. God taking care of you in the future. I know this one is telling me on the latter part, what will happen in the latter part. Oh my goodness, I am so elated. And you know what happened at that company? For 1 month, I was the Girl of the Month. In terms of my production, my picture went up on the wall. I made a whopping commission. And that was so awesome. I did very well at that company, but that was the company that I left when I came here, because that man was the person who was supposed to help me in other areas to get here. And I didn't even know that. I have a friend who we used to pray in the parking lot a lot. We used to pray in the parking lot every night before I come home. And we're praying and we're praying, and it's like the prayer just go to the ceiling and come back. Because whenever you pray, you can't tell God how to work out the things that you want him to work out for you. No. He does it in his time, in his way. He blows your mind when he does it, because he doesn't just do some little simple things. He does extraordinary things. And that's how he worked it out for me. Let me tell you, God is an awesome God. Is there anything you want in your life? Is there any extraordinary thing you want God to do for you? Call him up. Tell him what you need. And don't expect him to do it the way you want him to do it. But let me tell you, he's going to do it in his time, in his way, blow in your mind. And you have to give him the glory. That's the thing. You will give him the glory. Because the things that he do for you, you or nobody else could ever do it. And that is when you know that it is him. That is when you know that nobody else could do something like this. And that is him. So this word providence lived with me for a long time. And I can see providence happening to me here where I am. I told you about my car. You see that? That was providence. God providing for me in the future. My car was already there. You see that? And there's so many other things. And when I talk on this platform, I will always give God the glory. I will always give him the glory and the honor, because only him can do what he can do. Bless you. Continue to pray. If there's anything that you're looking for, just put it to him and he will direct your path. Thank you for listening. Stay tuned. God bless you. Hallelujah. Bye-bye.